The collision of power and wisdom. Power that arrives faster than wisdom always exposes the same fault lines. It forces us to ask who gets to use it, who pays when it goes wrong, and whether anyone is willing to stop before the point of no return. With AI, we are watching that collision in real time. A small number of actors now hold tools that can radically amplify cognition, persuasion, and deception. We have collectively behaved as if giving everyone an engine is the same as teaching everyone to drive. The asymmetry of restraint. Real restraint is not just about avoiding obvious evils. It is about choosing not to do things that are profitable or technically impressive when those uses corrode trust. This is difficult because it is asymmetrical. The benefits of breaking restraint accrue to a small group, while the harms diffuse across entire populations. With AI, the person who deploys a model to manipulate millions may never meet a single victim. The moral feedback loop is almost completely broken. Echoes of the atom. The history of splitting the atom is a darker, earlier version of this same pattern. The physics was a triumph, but the application was annihilatory. Once the weapon existed, restraint became a matter of fear rather than principle. The narrative shifted from "we will not use this" to "we will not use this unless the other side does first." Power created a new moral baseline, where the unthinkable became thinkable, and then plannable. The trap of "if we don't, they will." A common thread between AI and nuclear fission is the way power redefines normality. Once a tool exists, those who do not have it feel weak, and those who have it feel entitled to shape events. The internal narrative becomes a trap. If we do not use it, someone else will. Under that narrative, restraint looks like negligence rather than virtue. But for moral discipline to survive, we have to resist that reframing. We must insist that just because we can do something does not mean we must. The lag of law and the hope of character. The uncomfortable reality is that our formal mechanisms lag behind. Law and regulation inch forward while capabilities leap ahead. In that gap, everything depends on the informal qualities of the people holding the tools. This is where moral discipline enters. It is the inner capacity to say no in the presence of power. It shows up as refusal, declining to build a feature, walking away from a contract, or ring-fencing capabilities even when it hurts profits. Conclusion: if there is a hopeful element, it is that restraint is contagious. Individual refusals can set precedents, and institutional self-limits can create expectations that others must answer to. The present moment is a test. We must decide whether we can treat power as something that must be domesticated by character, or whether we continue the familiar pattern. Build first, justify later, and let restraint be an afterthought once the damage is done.